My hardships have made me the woman who I am today. And you know what? The hardships that I'm going to endure will make me the woman I will be. And I welcome that. My name is Normeka Ageous, and I'm a mom of Nola. My hardships, motherhood, were overwhelming. I lost my job, I lost my house, and then the person I was staying with kicked me out. All of this happened within a 3-month span. I remember thinking that I will never let myself be here anytime. When all this happened, Zoe had to be 7 or 8. And that, not the first one, but the second time getting put out of a house where you thought, you know, it would be secure. That was the scariest moment in my life. I had to hide my car, so I had no car. But gratefully, you know, thankfully, someone helped me and gave me a place to stay. And I can't say that that was what that was, you know how you feel like you're rescued from one spot to another. I felt like it was my lift to help me persevere and move forward. So when I did have my hope, that's when I knew, like, I can't let this happen again. In life, you have a choice, either to fight or fold. And I'm not the folding kind of chick, so I had no choice but to fight. It's all about mental stimulation too, you know, like nothing really happens unless you stimulate it, cultivate it, build it up. And if you don't build you up, who else will? Never know how much you can endure until you have to endure it. You know what I mean? I mean, you never know how far you can run until you start running and you have no other choice but to keep running. If you tell somebody, I can't do that. If you tell somebody, I can't do that, you're right. Either you can't because it's something that you won't attempt, or you can. It's something that you'll go out and you'll master. But either way it go, you're telling your truth. Which truth do you want to tell about you? Do you want your kids to know of a wimpy mom? Or do you want them to know of a heroic mom who went through so much, fell so many times, and got back up twice as more? I practice transparency with my child. Yes, my child knew. My child knew every step of the way. And I felt like that because I'm not the type of person that'll sit up here and just lie. Like, I'm not gonna say, mom's off today. No, I lost my job because I'm gonna be off today, I'm gonna be off tomorrow, I'm gonna be off next week until I can find a place. You know what I'm saying, a job. When we lost our house, I cried to my daughter and I explained to her what mom couldn't do. And I also explained to her how I failed. And the one thing that's so depressing is to have to admit to your kid that you failed. It's your truth. What do you want to tell? Do you want to tell stories about how you failed? Or do you want to tell stories of how you've overcome? It's your truth. So when I told her what was going on, I also told her that we will not be here again, and I can damn sure assure you that. That mommy made some bad choices that I got us here, but guess what? Mommy's gonna get us out. And I made a commitment to do that. When I had to admit my failure to Zoe, my daughter was one of my biggest confidants. She was my pillow. She was my rock. I remember her looking at me and kissing me in my face and saying, Mama, it's gonna be okay. strong, but I know you can do it. And each little success that we had, we celebrated. She made sure I knew, she knew I was working hard. You can't beat that feeling. Can't beat it with a stick. Once you start doing, I guess, one little thing after another, like one little small thing after another, before you know it, you begin to build like an amazing confidence that you didn't know that you had. So before you know it, it's like you become somebody completely different than what you were back then. I mean, back then, if y'all would have seen how much I cried, y'all, I've cried like dry heaving, cried like I couldn't breathe. Like, I mean, I cried. And today when I talk to people, they like really, they really can't imagine me telling them that, hey, you know, a year ago, I was lost and completely desperate. It could change for you too. I felt like giving up several times. See, because how it happens is it's always one little thing after the other. Just like building up, beating down is the exact same way. What you have to learn how to do is combat. Put up affirmations about yourself. Because if you don't tell you love you, how will you know you're loved? Not everybody say that they love people. So you have to make that executive decision to tell yourself that you love you. Tell yourself how great you are. Tell yourself that you can do this. Because the hardships are gonna come. It's life. Life is about evolution and change. I mean, if you think about it, if we all, you know, had a good life, we would not have anything to overcome. We would not have anything to be strong about, right? So what does our hardships do? It creates character. It makes you more humble. You know? And to be honest, I wouldn't trade my hardships for the world. So my advice to you is that if you're in your race and you get knocked down, crawl, run, keep going, and don't stop.
You can do it, girl. You got it. Hey, you can do it, girl. You got it. Hey.
momsofnola.com, where mothers in the Crescent City connect.